Hello, friends. This is Coach Bala here. Congratulations. One more week. And what is so special about this week is you are finishing MESO 3 of our training cycle. And those of you who are 5K and masters, what that means is you are getting very close to the end of the season. This is a huge milestone, folks. A lot of fun, milestones are going to happen shortly. And it's incredible to think that we started off at the beginning of the year. It's almost kind of March 16th now. And we have been on the training train for some time. And those of you who are still in the training train, hopefully you will remember what I mentioned about the training train, which is it starts from New York. The train of training starts from New York and doesn't stop for anyone. It keeps going West Coast till it reaches San Francisco. And it picks up pace as it goes. So your goal is to just be on the training train. If you're on the train, then it's easier for you to manipulate and adopt the extra pace that as the train is picking up, or in this case, the distance that you're expected to run, which is what you all have done. You all have been in the training train, and as a result, the mileage have increased, your body strength, your physical strength, your mental strength, everything is increased, and you are there for the real business end of our training, which is the peak meso cycle. The peak meso cycle is the next meso cycle of 3 weeks of training, wherein the distances are at its peak, and that's why it's called the peak meso cycle. How you do peak meso cycle is what reflects how you're going to do on the race day. But before that, an exciting thing is coming, which is the rest week, which starts tomorrow and it ends Sunday, wherein, as the name suggests, there is nothing you have to do. This is for folks who are not in 5K or master's program. That means for every other program which is doing the 16-week training, this is that 1 week in middle where a rest happens, and rest is also part of training. It's not as if you are losing out on anything. Really, what's happening, guys, in the reason why we have rest week, and it's something which is very RHWB specific, and this is something we've been doing it from season 1, and it's grown into the culture of our training program. And then what really is, it's got multiple facets to the rest week concept. First one is, you've been on it for the last 10 weeks, 11 weeks. So your mind and body, while it is constantly getting improved, it also needs a little bit of a break. This break, especially the mental break of just being monotonously going after it week after week after week, whether you accept it or not, whether you realize it or not, it just gets tiring. Mentally, it gets tiring. So that's why you need this one week break where you don't do anything. And then you are like, your mind is like getting refreshed. It's like, hey, why am I not running today? But that's a good thing because your mind is getting refreshed. You are doing something else. And then come rest week is finished. And once the training begins, you are able to come back with renewed vigor and positive excitement for the training program. So that's on the mental side. On the physical side as well, if you remember, I had talked to you about how injury happens. So the injury happens as you keep running, there are, let's say, 100 units of muscles were there. Once you finish around 30, 40 units of the muscle fibers have sort of torn or broken. And there is swelling in those muscle areas. And then you take rest in the night. And then before you come next day, many of this gets mended. But it is not as if all 100 units get mended. It is like still about 5-6 residual muscle fibers are not yet mended. And then you start the next one. So as a result, there is an accumulation of unfixed muscular damages, bones, joints, ligaments, all these. There are some, because at the end of the day, running is an impact loading. So there are some damages that are residual. It has not yet been 100% taken care of by your body because not sufficient time is there because of the structured training program. So when this rest week comes in between, now suddenly body has all the time to fix everything. So it's actually a good thing, even physically, mending your body, getting your body back in shape in terms of it's already in good shape. I'm talking about the places where it has gotten a little bit of, fractures. It all gets mended. So when you come back after the rest week, you're mentally very fresh, physically much stronger. And then you enter the peak meso cycle where the distances are a lot higher and you can do that well in an enjoyable fashion. So that's why rest week is a very critical portion of the training. So what do you need to do in a rest week to make sure that you do a good job? That what you need to do is to take rest 100%. Don't cheat yourself. It's part of training. Don't overdo it. Don't just think that, hey, I can't live without running. There are initial rookie thought process is, no, I'm used to running. I can't live without running. I have to do it. Okay, I will not enter in final search, but I'll just go for some run. You can always do all of that. But why don't you try 1 week of doing nothing? You will realize your body will thank you for it. But more importantly, you will suddenly realize, oh my God, I have all this extra time. What do I do with that? You can do so many other things. Go for swimming, do some yoga, do some stretching. Give tender, loving care to your body. Do a nice massage sessions, maybe a couple of them. Go to a good sports massage, a therapist, and get yourself a full body massage, maybe a 1-2 hour massage. I'm telling you, you will love it. You will enjoy it. Maybe that's a good time to just walk around with your kids. Instead of running, just walk around, tell them a story, hear how they are doing in life, and just do simple things in life that now with your renewed energy and the extra time that you have in hand, you can do a lot of cool things like that. Maybe this is a good time to watch a couple of movies, catch up on some Netflix binge shows, do some extra work to be better professionally. All that thing you can do. That's what I want you all to do. Because you're looking at least 8 to 10 hours of extra time you're going to get this week. And try to see if you can give tender loving care to your body, as well as ensure that you nicely rest. If you have to do something, go swimming, yoga, beautiful recovery. Do yoga and swimming. I think these two will more than enough for you to just feel great about it. Definitely do massaging. Don't miss out on massages. Don't underestimate the power of massages. Just your body deserves it. You deserve it. You've earned it. Give yourself, maybe there are Groupons and other places. There are some good coupons you can make use of if you want to, so that you don't have to spend too much. Do that. And then we'll come back and we'll see you in the peak mesocycle. The second thing is, this is more for New Jersey and the tri-state area folks. I'd sent a message about this today. It's a tradition, folks. There are 2 or 3 things that happens during the rest week. The first one is I'm going to send you a NPS feedback survey, which is the most important feedback that we receive. We coaches look at it, we learn from it, and we try to improve ourselves for next. Till now, we have had some amazing responses from everybody. I hope this time also we'll get it. It's a 1-week thing. It's a 5-minute work, 5-minute exercise. But please give us the gift of your feedback in the Pulse survey that we'll be sending out. It's an NPS survey, Net Promoter Score. We'll talk a little bit more about it. But I would love for all of you, or I'd love to hear from all of you how things are going, what we can do better, what we are already doing good that we should continue to do more of, etc. So that's one side of the thing. The second thing that I want you all to think about is the second tradition is towards the end of rest week. So around Sunday or Saturday, we'll soon tell you about. We will have our interim State of the Union meeting. This is an open meeting for all of us, where all the coaches will be there. We sort of look back at the journey we have had thus far, summarize what has happened, a few things, few interesting announcements will be made, and also plan for what you need to do going forward. So this is something that will happen towards the end of the season, end of this week, rest week, interim State of the Union, and we'll send you more information. It's a Zoom call, and we'll send you more information. I want all of you to come in, join us, and let's just connect in between before we take on the peak mesocycle. So that's the tradition number 2. Then for the New Jersey tri-state area folks, Coach Anand, who is also a race director for full marathon in our regular season race day, he has created a wonderful 5K run. We are going to name it the Samosa Run. So the basic idea here is all the folks are finishing 5K. Come on in. Of course, the New Jersey area, easier. Of course, difficult for others. But all the folks are going to finish their 5K. Come on in. Anand, myself, and a few other coaches will be there. We'll just go do the 5K run, and your medals will be waiting for you with some samosas and chai as a way to celebrate your incredible achievement. Okay, so that's happening next Saturday, and I want to see many of you there who are in 5K, and those of you who are not doing 5K, just come in and cheer our friends. You know that finishing your first 5K is always very special. So that's the third thing I want to tell you. And then finally, yet another tradition, which is the mid-season party. This is something we've had every year. It's basically, especially in winter time, we've been running and alone. It's time for us to just relax, chill. We'll have live music, all RHWB runners, some talent shows. If you have some good talent to show off, good time to come and give a song, a dance. It could be anything. And then we have drinks. Food is arranged, a beautiful hall. You already paid for it as a deposit. So we'd love to see as many of you. Our goal is to have 100 of you at least to come, open to family, open to your friends. If you want someone to get introduced to RHWB, this might be a great idea to come and introduce, see our coaches, get connected. I would love to connect with all of you as well. So why don't you do that? And I see that about 50 to 60 folks have already signed up. I know that most of you will sign up last minute. We have seen this in the past, but this time we just want to make sure that we get the 100 minimum. Otherwise, we unfortunately have to cancel it if we don't get 100, because then, we might have to, let's say we paid for 100, but only 60 or 70 show up. Then the remaining 30 RSWB has to pay for it, which is a big financial hit. So might as well cancel it if that is the situation. I hope we don't have to cancel it because it's one of those founding traditions here in RSWB. So if you are available, if you're interested to join, I would suggest that you go and sign up and register yourself right away so that we get an idea of what is the expected demand out there so that we can make an executive call on what to do about going for it or not. Okay. So that's a little bit of a messages for today. Congratulations once again. Rest week. Enjoy the rest week. And remember the 4 wonderful things that is about to come your way. The midweek survey, the mid-season State of the Union, interim State of the Union meeting, which is next Sunday. Most likely we'll send you more information. The 5K Samosa Run for all the 5K runners in New Jersey. We are going to do this in Metuchen Trail right here in Edison. And then, of course, the mid-season party, which is slated for next coming Friday. I hope that you all can join. Let's just come together, party, have some fun, and then go from there. Okay? Thank you, guys. Enjoy the next week. Definitely give yourself a nice, tender, loving care massage. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.